My name is Stu Ervay. I've been asked to speak about blogging. Blogging is a way to express yourself on the internet and communicate with others who might have an interest similar to yours. A blog is actually an abbreviation for something called weblog, and it's been around quite a long time. Thousands, perhaps millions of people use it to communicate, and it's a very effective way of communicating with others. Basically, a blog is a short series of commentaries uploaded to an internet platform, which is called a domain. So you have your own domain. My domain is my name, Stu Ervay, STUERVAY.com. And I have a topic which addresses caregiving for a wife with Alzheimer's. It's called Alzheimer's and the Husband. Blog topics, whether it's something like that or something that you just sort of are interested in and think that others might be interested in. It can be anything, gardening, whatever you would enjoy talking about and sharing your ideas with others. Doesn't make any difference. Each component of a blog is called a post, and most posts are about 500 to 1,000 words long. You can make them whatever length you want. It can be on any topic. It can be in sequence. It doesn't have to be in sequence. You can just talk about whatever happens to strike you at the moment, and that's enough. And your readers can enjoy what you have to say. Blogs are read on smartphones or on computers by people who are referred to as followers. Now, some people will read it and not like it, and that's it. Other people will read it and read it again and read additional commentaries that you make. And so the followers will oftentimes respond to your blog. They will have a comment to make about it and will let you know. And you can respond to them as you wish. Setting up a domain can be facilitated by an operation. Microsoft, I think, sponsors. It's called WordPress or some other website developer. So WordPress is pretty easy to follow. And if you wanted to do it by yourself, you can do it that way. Blog writing uses unique techniques, I found out. I have written all my life professionally, personally, but I learned that blogs need to be written in a way that easily communicate on phones, because a good many people do read them on phones or on their computers. And they're busy people. They want to read it quickly. They want to get your main idea in mind, and they don't want to have to struggle to understand what you're saying. So you make it clear. The blog has ways of being easily understood, and the emphasis that you want to make should be clearly understood. I found that hiring a writing coach and editor makes a big difference for blogs. Even for an experienced writer. I am an experienced writer, but most of my writing has been professional. And the kind of professional writing I do sometimes includes technological terms and those kinds of things. And so I had to be very careful about sentence structure and the words that I used and the phrases that I used so that they would easily communicate, quickly communicate, and the emphasis that I want to get across is clear. Online website developers are okay, like WordPress, but I found that hiring a person called an author's virtual assistant can be very helpful, very, very much worth the money. And so I have done that. So I have both a writing coach who has taught me how to be more effective in writing blogs, and I have a virtual assistant who is the person who gets my blog on the internet and uses graphics and so forth to give it some degree of emphasis. It's a good way to initiate a book. My original intention was to write a book called Alzheimer's and the Husband, because my wife has Alzheimer's. And I thought that there would be a number of men out there that are like me, that are struggling with a wife who has Alzheimer's. And so my editor and writing coach suggested that I started with a blog, which I have done. My writing coach is a excellent person who lives in Olathe, Kansas, and my author's assistant, my virtual author's assistant, who happens to live on the big island of Hawaii, and she also is excellent. So that is the information I can give you about writing blogs. I find it to be very therapeutic. I find it to be a good way to get my story out there. I find it a good way to make it a tribute to my wife. And I find it to be something that I think would be useful to other husbands as myself.